I'm challenging myself to walk 150k in 3 days, but with a twist. Each day I can only eat foods beginning with a randomly selected letter. A, P, A. Let's see how it goes. After having happily made my way through 53k's on day 1, I woke up ready to enjoy the fruits of my labour. In this case, plums and pears, with a side of pumpkin seeds, again complemented with black coffee and water. Good morning. Welcome to day 2 of this challenge. Today I have the letter P, which at first might seem incredibly convenient considering when I normally come out I eat stuff like porridge, protein flapjack, but I'm not counting those things. I think I talked about it in the previous video, but both of those things, the main ingredient is oats, and protein flapjack would also contain like milk protein. So for the purposes of this challenge, I won't be counting things like that. But even so, the letter P, there are many whole foods that begin with the letter P. So overall, I think I'm quite lucky today. I have a wide range of choices for things that I can eat and make. Yesterday I had the letter A, and that was successful. I think by the end of the day I had eaten quite a lot of fibre, which, to be fair, I'm basically picking whole foods that begin with the letter that I've got. So there's a good chance a lot of them will be high fibre things, vegetables, nuts, seeds, whatever. I don't think it's causing me much of a problem to eat so much fibre because I have a lot of fibre in my diet anyway. I could imagine if I didn't eat so much fibre normally, then could cause some havoc with the digestive system, let's say. So it's now just started to rain. It's not super heavy, but it's not the lightest rain. Quick stop in this little ditch because it's dry, just like against the wall there because of the direction the rain's coming in from, just to apply the waterproof, as in put my coat on. It's probably going to be required for the rest of the day, to be honest, according to the weather forecast anyway. Apparently there should be some thunder as well, so we'll be listening out for that. So I think this is going to be the first like weekend where I just go out and do a long walk 2 days in a row. I always think about doing it, but I don't think I ever actually have. I might sometimes get up early on a Sunday, go for a quick walk, or watch the sunrise I haven't really taken a Sunday to do like a long walk like I would do on a Saturday normally. But then, I don't know, it doesn't really fit into my structure very well of my week, because I usually plan my meals around like just going out on a Saturday and then taking Sunday to rest. But I don't think I really need to do that anymore. Like, my fitness has improved to the point where I can probably do more than one long walk or whatever just over the weekends. You can see the weather is not going to make it easy for me today. I guess I just have to deal with it. To be honest, the main thing I'm worried about is getting wet shoes and not being able to dry them off before tomorrow, which is a distinct possibility if it stays like this for a long time today. The rain has calmed down now. Hoping it doesn't decide to start raining too heavily when I'm somewhere exposed with like no shelter or anything. We'll just have to see what happens. It stopped raining for a bit, but it's just getting worse now. I think I'm just going to have to deal with it. Not much else I can do. Heard the first thunder. It's scared a lot of the birds. Walking through all this is not good right now. Sounds like thunder everywhere. All the rain and the wetness this morning. It's been a bit rough, but just dealing with it, I guess. I feel like I'm weighed down by my clothes being soaked. And here comes the rain. Perfect time for the rain to get heavy, which was just as I was coming up the hill, facing straight towards it. Oh god. Huge raindrops. What have I let myself in for today? This is wild. stopping. I'm standing in like the only place that I'm gonna have shelter for the next, I don't know, 20 kilometers. 20 kilometers is like up to 4 hours of walking, depending on how quickly I go. So probably guaranteed to get absolutely soaked. Pears and plums. Okay, quick drink and snack. I need to try and make some good time, I think. So as to best stay dry-ish. I've poured loads of water out of my shoes as well. Guess it's the downside of having waterproof shoes is that you get water inside and it just doesn't come out. Oh well. Looks like hopefully it's not going to be too bad for a while. Try and get over to Trevose Head lighthouse, then I can stop a bit for lunch, and then the way back shouldn't be too bad, because even if it starts raining on the way back, you know that like you're always getting closer to the finish. Or rather, like, the only way to get closer to the finish is to keep going. Before you reach that halfway point, you could always like turn around. But you don't have that option once you get to halfway. But I think that always makes it seem a lot easier. May have spoken slightly too soon about the weather because it did start raining straight away, but it wasn't too bad. I think this has been done just since yesterday. Unless I really wasn't paying attention yesterday. The way the ground is today is starting to remind me of like a few months ago, being wet and slippery. It's not so slippery now because the rain has stopped for a while, but it was a bit slippery earlier. Back here again. I guess I'm kind of at my halfway point now though. At least assuming I want to do a 50k walk today. If I want to do a bit more, then I can walk a bit further. Just yesterday I walked from right down there all the way along the coast. That was fun. So then, I guess this is now the return journey. Over halfway, both for today and for this challenge thing as a whole. So hopefully stay in the good weather and just enjoy the rest of the day today. Also have these peanuts. I feel like it's quite quickly gone from dealing with being soaking wet to dealing with the heat. At least in these little paths where you're mostly out of the wind. Plants either side. I haven't really been recording, I think. I'm just sort of enjoying the weather at the moment. Wasn't really expecting the weather to clear up until this evening, at least according to the forecast. But it's been really nice, like all afternoon. Bit windy, but otherwise. About 13k more until I reach 100 for these 2 days. Another 4 or 5 after that for me to get home from here. So I don't think I've decided in my head yet whether 150k in 3 days means 3 walks of at least 50k each, or just the total adds up to 150. So like tomorrow I would only have to do 45 or whatever it's going to be. That probably makes the most sense. It's the one with one horn. How are you doing? Wadebridge is a bit further in than yesterday. Don't really have a lot to film or a lot to say at the moment. This is very much similar to yesterday, so I expect it will be like a much shorter video really. Then the same will go for tomorrow. I might walk somewhere else, but if I do walk the coast again, then that'll be 3 days in a row. And there's not like a whole lot that's going to be different between those videos. These aren't exactly planned to be like the main weekly video anyway. Once again, coming to the end of this walk, walking up the camel trail. I will again show what I'm eating later though, to prove that I'm sticking to pea only. Even though I'm near the end, I feel like I need to just stop and take my shoes off for a bit and my socks, let them dry out because they've been soaking wet all day long and it's getting really uncomfortable. Just gonna leave them out for a few minutes and then put them back on, and then I will continue to the end. Literally everything is wet. Like, I wanted to take out my cloth to wipe my glasses off and it's also soaking wet, as are my sunglasses in their case, which was in my bag. Okay, for the first time in I don't know how many hours, I have kind of dry feet. Just reached a total of 100k for both days so far. So I probably will finish today with somewhere around 105 total, which would mean do at least 45 tomorrow. Just reached 50k, about an hour slower than yesterday, but kind of expected that because it's a very slow start this morning with the rain. But yeah, I'm just happy to get it done after that, I think. To be honest, where I stopped back there just to dry my feet off, or like air out my shoes and socks, that has helped a lot. Because it was getting very uncomfortable before that. But yeah, a little bit more to go before I get home, but I did hit the 50k walk again today after doing 50k yesterday, which I'm happy with.
I capped off what had been a less than perfect day 2 with a genuinely great meal: roasted pork, parsnips and potatoes with a plum sauce. Covering another 52k meant I'd be going into day 3 with 45 more to go in order to reach my goal of 150. but was the day of H set to be heartening or harrowing? Stay tuned to find out.